Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anderson. New Orleans leading by 3. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
And, Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
I tell you what, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's gonna get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And we all know Jrue Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
Davis. And he dunks it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Douglas. Got it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pelicans ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Center in downtown Toronto. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. James Johnson is out there with Scola. Then it's Corey Joseph. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Lowry in the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Davis dishes to Douglas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday, the pass to Douglas. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. And Davis throws it down.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Biyombo, no luck.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And guys, for Jrue Holiday last season was a tale of 2 halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Jrue. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
And the Raptors call time here.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Leaps for it, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And so here's Toronto. 7-point differential. Here's DeRozan. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Anthony Davis.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Davis against Valanciunas. Davis kicks to Cole. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Davis down low, guarded by Valanciunas. And it's Davis missing.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal. And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Cole. DeRozan defending. Here's Ajinça. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Tyreke Evans.
Jrue Holiday.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's the stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now here's Davis. Gordon with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Clock at 4. Gordon dishes to Davis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Raptors trailed by 3. Now here's DeRozan. He kicks to Valanciunas. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Here's Patterson. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Davis. The kick out to Anderson. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Second shot opportunity. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
It's been a good one for Anderson. 10 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. It's DeRozan with the drive. Pass to Ross. Patterson inside. He's against Anderson. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one. They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Patterson, the screen. And DeRozan kicks to Patterson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Patterson can't get it to go.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Gordon dishes to Ajinça. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Anderson against Ross. Davis, the pass to Anderson. That 3 off the mark. Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a 3 to tie, and they have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
Toronto calls timeout. They trailed by 3. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
They need a 3 to tie, and they have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to see the 3 and be the 3 if that's going to happen.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire